What up, it's Chris from LaserLemming.com, and Bayonetta 2 is out in Japan, and it's not doing so good. It seems that Japan does not want to play Bayonetta 2. At least the people that own Wii U's in Japan do not want to play Bayonetta 2. Now, the game was released about a week ago, and it sold around 38,000 units. That's not good, because first week sales are huge for video games. In this industry, there's a big spike on the first few weeks, and then it tails really hard down. And 38,000 is not a good start. It just kind of means bad things for the future, at least in Japan. Now, the game's not out in North America yet, and it's not out in Europe yet. And supposedly, hopefully, there's going to be more interest there. But Nintendo is probably a little bit worried about this by now, because this is the second deal they secured with Platinum. First was the Wonderful 101, which also did not sell so good at all. And Nintendo, I think, did a poor job marketing the Wonderful 101. I don't know how the hell well they did marketing Bayonetta 2 in Japan, but my thing is, if Nintendo is going to spend all this money securing these games as exclusives, or in Bayonetta 2's case, reviving these games from death, if they're going to spend all this money doing this, why aren't they making sure that people know this game exists? And not only that, but knowing that this is a reason to buy your platform. The Wii U is not exactly just riding high on the coattails of the Wii. It's not gliding through comfortably. They need to encourage and give people a reason to buy this system. And so far, they've been doing a poor job of that in every single region. Now, granted, the Wii U is probably, I believe, the top-selling home console in Japan, but that's not saying much when you look at Japanese sales numbers. It's low all around. It's barely ousting out the PS4 every week, and both of them aren't doing well in Japan. Now, North America, Nintendo needs to try. I didn't see one Wonderful 101 commercial on television. There was YouTube videos dubbed as commercials, but you didn't see them on television. And Nintendo needs to change this with Bayonetta 2. They're spending all kinds of money. This is one of the few M-rated games to hit the system since third parties just went away. And Ubisoft has pretty much said, we're not doing any more mature games on the Wii U after Watch Dogs. And who's left? Who's left making mature games, mature-rated, I should say, mature-rated games on the Wii U? EA's not putting anything out. Activision's not putting out Call of Duty this year, and that was the only mature game they were throwing out in the system. Warner Brothers has stopped pretty much everything but Lego games on the Wii U. Who's left? Who's left? Nintendo didn't have a ton of third-party support in the first place, so all they have now are the games that they're securing exclusively, one of them being Bayonetta 2. Now, they have something here with Bayonetta 2 because they did a smart move and they put Bayonetta 1 in the package. So you're getting two games for the price of one. That's not a bad deal at all, and I think it will help the sales, at least in North America and Europe. But Nintendo has to do a good job of advertising this. Just because people might not have played the first one and it comes with the first game is not reason enough for people to suddenly jump in on it. They have to show people that this is a fun game and this is a fun system. You could play them together. Now, I hope that Nintendo honestly does advertise this game, because if they don't, it's really like they're just tossing money at this point. And they seem to have that problem. They seem to have that problem getting beyond that mindset of not just throwing money at games that they developed internally. Like when Pokemon came out, the last Pokemon games, Nintendo was advertising the shit out of them. You'd see Pokemon commercials every freaking commercial break, given that, you know, you were watching the right channels. You weren't going to see it on probably a home shopping network, but you were going to see it on Comedy Central or Adult Swim, that sort of thing. And Nintendo was pumping them out. Now, why aren't we seeing the commercials with these other games? Nintendo needs to get on that. They need to get on that, and they need to get beyond this mindset that they should only be pumping out commercials for in-house games. They need to advertise. They need to advertise. It goes beyond just funding the game, because they need to get mind share in people's, minds during television time and during whatever. They need to find a way. They need to find a way to market this shit. Now, another game that Nintendo has secured is pretty much the same situation as Bayonetta 2, was Devil's Third, the Itagaki game. He's the one who developed the Dead or Alive series and the Ninja Gaiden games, and this is his new game, and Originally, it was being published by THQ, and THQ went under. Couldn't find anybody to take on his game, his troubled development game, I should add. They had to switch engines, and it's just been a mess. And if you look at the reveal trailer, it's kind of rough. It's still kind of rough. I don't know when this game's coming out, but hopefully it's a lot more polished up. This is a mature, it's going to definitely be a mature rated game for the Wii U, and I'm optimistic about this game. I'm hopefully cautiously optimistic about this game because it's it's pretty much filling a lot of voids that the Wii U is missing, except for Western support. But it's got guns in it. It's got military, and it's got online modes, online shooting. Now Nintendo's doing their own thing with an online shooter with Splatoon, but this is a very popular genre that Nintendo is sorely lacking in right now, and it's got its own unique twist that fits well in Nintendo's system because you can use swords and slice watermelons and have rainbow chickens follow you. So there's lots of unique quirks about it, but Nintendo needs to push it. And if it's not a good game, I don't see Nintendo pushing it. But Bayonetta 2, by all accounts, by all reviews, it's a good game. Now, hopefully Devil's Third is a good game and Nintendo pushes it, because if Nintendo wants to be the system for everyone like they claim, they need to push for everyone. Not just families, not just kids, not just the Smash Brothers crowd. I like all those games. I even like the casual, fun little games like Nintendo Land and Wii Sports. Those are all fun. But I also like the Twitch controller, military shooter, space shooter, fighter, blood, violence, guts, whatever. I like it all. And I want to see Nintendo try to get every audience. Not just put out some, there's a word for this. Token money. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling, but token support really. They're paying a little bit of money to make sure that they have a certain amount of games in different genres every year. But it's not enough. It's really not enough. When you don't have that third-party support giving you more variety, you gotta try harder. That's my out-of-my-ass thoughts on this situation. Let me know yours in the comment section below. What do you think Nintendo should be doing? Do you think that they should be promoting Bayonetta 2 and, eventually Devil's Third? Let me know. Comment section below. Subscribe for more if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.